what you are going through in life, how sad you are, how much pain you're feeling, the trauma that you're going through, you are strong enough to see another day. And it's not about being 100% every single day. It's about just showing up. That's what I do. No matter what the odds, no matter how I'm feeling, I show up every single day. And by showing up every single day and doing what I do, I believe it gives me more than happiness.
I think about the people that I really admire are people who work for years and years on things. And I just think about what it must be like to be in the wilderness that long, to just show up every single day and work on a thing and not get any recognition or appreciation for that thing, to not know if you're heading in the right direction or not, the kind of character and determination that that takes. And so, you know, you just do the thing. If people like it at the end, that's great.
I believed with every fiber of my being that I was going to become this massive, successful artist. The outcome was non-negotiable. It was inevitable. And when something's inevitable, the choices aren't choices. They're just, I was living in the process. It was identity alignment. It was, this is who I'm becoming, and this is what that person does. Yeah, if you tell somebody, hey, in 6 months, you guaranteed are going to have the best physique of your life, you're just going to do the things every day that are required to get to that point.
What is it that you can do today to get closer to the fulfillment of that future? Every single day, I'm beating on my craft. Every single day, I'm looking to become more than I was yesterday. And so you may be average, you may be ordinary, but you have the opportunity every single day to make extraordinary decisions.
None of us are gonna be 100% every single day. Life is always gonna challenge us. Life is gonna always come after us. But life is a beautiful gift, and we all got to live it every single day.
When I go to bed at night, if I took steps forward, and it comes in many different forms. It could be, I built relationships today. So I built on my mental stability today. I've grown to open my scope at what productivity is. But I know if I'm, taking steps forward, that I'm making myself proud. It's easy for me to fall asleep at night, and it's easy for me to get up in the morning and try to do it again.
The days when it's easy to write, or the days when it's easy to work out, or the days when you feel good, everybody has those days. And yes, you still need to show up on those days, but that's not really creating any separation between you and everybody else who's showing up when they feel good. The days that create the separation are the hard days. And so in a sense, I almost feel like the bad days are more important than the good days. Because if you can find a way to show up on the bad days, even if it's less than what you ultimately hope to do, but you just figured out a way to not throw up a 0 that day, continuing to show up and do whatever your thing is, whatever your craft is, that counts for a lot in the long run.
You got to put the work in. Don't get tired. You got to show up, and you always got to show up. You got to be there, and you do that. You show up. You do all the stuff. Every day you go, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? It just becomes part of your life. It's brushing your teeth. It's like, oh yeah, I guess brushing your teeth, someone at one point told me I had to do that. But now I do it every day, so I don't think about it.
I've watched so many great athletes. A lot of great athletes in my neighborhood, in my high school.
Right, more athletic than you, probably.
Way more. Better, more coordinated.
Jump higher.
Everything. So I've watched it. And I've watched a lot of great athletes not get opportunities or not have the right mentor. I got lucky because I had so many great mentors, and it started from a coaching standpoint. Gary Adams was my high school assistant coach, who was the first person to take me and say, hey, do you want to be great? Before I knew what great was, he's like, do you want to be great? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I need you to show up every day. I remember.
You're like, I just want to play.
I want to hang out, friends. I want to hang out. He's like, I'm going to come and pick you up. I'm going to hit the horn one time. You better come out. You better be ready. If you're late one day, I ain't never coming back. If you want to be great, this is what you do.
It's the act of showing up consistently that builds your capacity to do something, that fosters the skill development and growth that you want. And so showing up, even if it's just in a small way, is the way that you actually create the opportunity to do something. I think that in real life, a lot of the time, consistency is actually being flexible. It's being adaptable. If you don't have enough energy, you do the easy version. If you don't have enough time, you do the short version. You find a way to not throw up a 0 that day. You find a way to show up, even if it's not ideal.
So you want to be a YouTuber? Post a video. And an ordinary person, or don't have extraordinary abilities, just get started and start, each week you kind of commit to a little bit more. And then after 10 years, New York Times bestseller book, huge shows, things like that, but it's about getting going. The things that are the hardest for us are also, on the other side of that, the things we're most proud of. We're never not proud of ourselves when we do something hard for ourselves. I'm showing up. And so for everyone out there, whether you're doing YouTube, whether it's religion, whether it's sports, whether it's a business, like, how are you showing up?
If me and you are on the treadmill, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to get off first, or I'm going to die trying to beat you.
I heard a little kid call me last week. He said, E.T., thanks, bro. I got up today at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm practicing my soccer game. He said, but guess what? That's not what's important. He said, I'm not on the team, Eric. He said, I didn't make the soccer team, but I'm getting up at 5 o'clock every morning practicing as if I made it. There are two types of people. There are people who plan for events, and when the events don't show up, they don't show up. And then there's another group that's hungry, and they want it as bad as they want to breathe. And whether there's an event or not, they getting up. Whether there's an opportunity or not, they getting up and getting dressed. They getting up, they getting out, and they going to make it happen. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? It's about being prepared beforehand so that when the opportunity comes, you already ready for the opportunity. It's not playing Call of Duty and putting the phone by you, waiting for somebody to pick up the phone and call you. That's not what it's about. Preparation. We're getting prepared just in case the opportunity comes. It's working in the off season. It's doing what you got to do in the off season. So when the regular season come, you ready. You heard me say it before.
It's easy to give up. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. All right, man, I'm done. I ain't going. What's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world.
90% of success in life is showing up. It's just, if you don't show up, you're not swinging at the plate. So there's no chance. So definitely show up.
Some of you will never be, you'll never have, you'll never do, because you sitting around waiting on a phone call, because you sitting around waiting for somebody to give you an opportunity.
It's a big moment because you got to get out of the bleachers, you got to get on the playing field. You got to show up every day, because if you're going to believe in that possibility, you got to believe in yourself. And your belief in yourself must be earned, right? You got to show up.
Do you know what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't? It's not always talent. It's not always time. And it's not luck. It's resilience, persistence, and the courage to keep showing up. What they all have in common is not a perfect journey, but an ability to keep showing up. Keep showing up, kid. Keep showing up to the world. Every day that you keep showing up, you're sending a message to life saying, I'm here to stay. I'm here to fight. I'm here to win.
What does it mean to be resilient? To be resilient means that you are able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
The role of just that dogged determination to keep going. And that's not a thing of being brilliant. It's just trying to keep going, often sliding another step back, but keep moving forward. And that's a great thing, because it's not something only some people can have. You know, it's universal for us all. We can all become, people think it's a God-given gift to someone be resilient. Resilience is that muscle. You build it by failing, trying to stay positive and trying to get back your feet and going again.
Because my wife is saying, if anybody knows how to get back up when they get knocked down, it's you. So my wife looks to me to see what we gonna do. And I looked at her and smiled. And I said, we'll get through this one like we've gotten through every other storm. We're resilient. And I can't tell you exactly what we're gonna do today, but I'm gonna tell you this, we're gonna get through this. And a year from now, we'll laugh at this. 2 years from now, we'll talk about this like it was a distant memory. Listen to me very closely. Life's gonna hit you in your mouth, and you gotta do me a huge favor. You gotta tell life, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you ain't dealt with me. But you come up against the wrong one this time.
You know, in the beginning, you're like, I feel bad. And then you think that that should weigh on the decision of whether you do the thing that you're supposed to do. And then you start realizing that you can do the thing even though you don't feel good about it. And so I think the ultimate version of the resilience that you were referencing earlier is when you don't even consider how you feel. It's just not a thought. You just do it. Then it's almost irrelevant. And I can just keep living my life.
Resilience! See, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. You get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard. You got to get yourself up. I'm going to need you to stand up. I'm going to need you to rise up. Why? Because if you get up, you're going to win. I know you're tired. I know it hurts, but keep getting up.
And you got to be able to bounce back. You got to be resilient. Sometimes you're going to face obstacles, and you got to have the ability to get back up and brush it off. You act like you ain't never failed in the first place. Are you hearing me?
Dig down deep and find that warrior that lives inside of us all. Use that warrior to get back up.
You have the power to fall down 9 times and get back up 10. You have the power to lose the lead and still come back and win. You are resilient.
You have to understand, if you don't execute on the plan, if you don't get up in the morning when you're feeling tired, scared, if you don't execute, you're not just cheating yourself. You're cheating your family. You're cheating your employees. You're cheating your team. Whatever you're a part of, it's bigger than you, man.
Hard work works, y'all. See, some of you have dreams and goals, but hard work, you can't get around it. I wish there was a magic wand that I could wave, that your passion, your dream, that thing you want to achieve, it could just happen, but it can't. Hard work is required.
What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You got to outgrind them. You got to get up earlier. You got to stay up later. You got to execute, and you got to go from 7 to 120.
I think a lot of people feel this enormous pressure to achieve this millionaire, billionaire status somewhere in your 20s, 30s, 40s. It is very difficult. It is for very few and far between. I hope everybody understands. If you put in 18 hours a day, every day of your life, and you suck shit, you lost. You know why I'm sitting here right now? Because I outworked you. Zoom in. I outworked you.
Before I ever stood on a stage, I cleaned one at an old Baptist church. When everybody left, I stayed vacuuming when nobody was there. That's how I got the microphone. I didn't get a microphone because I can talk the best. I didn't get a microphone because I can sing the best. I got a microphone because serving got elevated me everywhere of my life.
Because we all think that if we pray on it, if we do this, if we do that, whatever, if we don't work, we just, whatever, it's going to magically happen for us. No. I believe that when I'm all said and done with, my whole job is to outwork the chart. Got to keep putting in the work every day. 1 is better than 0. Got to keep putting in the work, putting in the work, putting in the work. The hard work matters, and the patience is what overrides it.
You got to work. What happens if you wake up 30 days later and you're there? What happens if you wake up 60 days later and the change is coming? You know what's going to happen? You're going to wake up 60 days later, 90 days later, and everything's going to change but you. And you're going to get the same results you got before it happened because you're the exact same person. So work while you wait. You cannot stop.
We all have greatness. You got to find the courage. You got to find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world and to find it. And to find it because it's out there. But it's going to take hard work, courage, self-discipline. It's going to take all the non-cognitive skills. All the non-cognitive skills to be great. You know, smart is good, all this stuff is good. That's all cognitive. It's the non-cognitive skills that set you apart from everybody else. And that's what it's all about.
Now, I don't know what your goal is, but I want you to visualize it right now. And repeat after me with power and conviction. Let us say together, it's possible. Together, please. Say it again, please. See, that's the first step.
Very clearly, every A is not an A. I don't care how much you can jump on Google and get the answer and get your report card or your grade sheet or your teachers or your school to think that you're getting the A. If you're cutting corners, if you're taking shortcuts, every A is not an A. You're not robbing anybody else but you.
So I need you to work while you wait. I need you to work on your focus, perspective. I need you to see difficult differently. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I need you to see it differently.
5 steps to greatness. No, it ain't that, brother. You read my book, this is hard work. It's every day.
There's so many people who want to lead that can't follow. I'm saying this because everybody wants to get to the top. If you're trying to get on top, I need you to work the level you're on right now. Can you clean bathrooms? Can you sing for the kids? Maybe singing for the kids might be the thing that gets the whole world knowing your name. But because you think it's small and insignificant, you won't even do it. just keep working. If you were told you were going to get that promotion, just keep working. If you were told you were going to win that championship, just keep working. Nobody said it would be easy. Again, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So I need you to work on your faith. I need you to work on your faith. I need you to wake up every day and say, today ain't the day, but my day coming. And I will not give up, and I will not give in until I get to that day. I will not stop. I will not give up. I will not give in until my day comes.
You have enough right now to flip this world upside down. You have enough. You got enough power. You got enough anointing. You got enough grace. You got enough patience. You got enough gifting to make your money, get out of debt, get yourself together, and change everything about your world.
For the things that I'm wanting and believing, I just have to do everything possible that's within my power. And there's some things that aren't within my power, and that's where I trust God. But what isn't within my power, it's whether it's getting the proper sleep, whether it's learning your lines, whether it's researching the character, whether it's working out or eating healthy, or, you know, whatever it is that you need that's gonna make you better at what you wanna do. It's doing every single bit of that you can possibly do, and going above, you know, not just doing just enough to get by, but going above. And then after that, it's like, if it's supposed to happen, it will happen. And chances are, if you do the work, it likely will happen.
It's about whatever you think you are, you have to make that dream a reality. But that's where the hard part is making that dream reality. That's where the hard work comes. That's where people know, how do you keep grinding every day? You have to make those insecurities, those fears. Like when I was 300 pounds, I didn't have any drive. I'm gonna go be a Navy SEAL. What kind of stupid shit is that, 300 pounds? It wasn't like a drive to go be a Navy SEAL. I was an insecure, lying kid, afraid. I had to look at my insecurities and in my fear and find drive in that. We're all looking for passion. Passion's all around you. You have a whole stack of it all around you. It's your insecurities. It's all in there. All the energy and fuel you need is right in yourself. It's all there. You got a lot of stuff to do to overcome. And, you know, that's where I found it. I found it right there in my own insecurities. I found drive in my own insecurities. And that's the most powerful thing in the world. When you can find drive in your own doubt, fear, insecurities, you become very unstoppable.
I need you to work on yourself. Are you hearing me? Look, you can't change what you can't change. Stop trying to change the situation. It's not yours to change. Stop trying to change your wife. Stop trying to change your husband. Stop trying to change your kids. Stop trying to change your boss. Stop trying to change the program. If you could change it, it would be changed. There's only one person you can change, baby, and that person is you. Work on yourself.
It's just hard work. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the hours, whether it's repetitions or whatever it is. You got to get up and get after it as hard as you can. You want to be the hardest working person in the world. If what they're going after truly makes them happy, if it's driven by happiness, they will have nothing but success, because you will enjoy getting up early in the morning. You will enjoy outworking everybody. You have one life. We got one shot at this. There's no dress rehearsals at all.
A lot of people look at investing in yourself as taking care of yourself as selfish. I actually think it's the most selfless act you can engage in, because if you're no good to yourself, you can't be good for anybody else. And so by working on yourself, by improving yourself, by valuing yourself, you literally make every single person in your orbit, in your circle, better.
If you can't get up and get after it, how do you expect to go to another level?
Tradition tells you sleep in. Your bank account tells you get up and get after it. If you don't, somebody else will.
One day that thing's gonna come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not gonna be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose, that we're all looking for. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us, because the very purpose is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. That is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no races, there's no school, there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself.
You still waiting on that alarm clock to wake you up, because you're too lazy to get up out of that bed and get on with your life. That alarm clock ain't got no business for you. Rise up and get after it. This is your day.
Get up and beat yourself from yesterday. Get up and get after it.
This ain't about today. This ain't about tomorrow. This is about every day. Why? Because every day matters. And when you learn to perfect every single day, you're going to wake up and see yourself doing things you never thought were possible.
You're not waiting for the perfect time. You're making it the perfect time. You don't need to be in the perfect setting. Nah, you're going to make it. Why? Because you're fueled on the inside. Are you going to finish losing? Or are you going to finish as a winner?
Believe that this is the first day of the best days of your life.